Hey guys, so welcome to this review of the 266 shift slash chapter of Metamorphosed to Malleability. And the title, the subtitle for it is that. And that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, mainly what this story really is about is just the girls biding time. And I'm just going to scroll through it so you don't see too much. But yeah, basically what it is Alania, that's her name right here, has left. She's done visiting, and they decide to have a little fun. They decide to have a little fun and everything, and like they normally do when they kind of get in the mood. They can, but okay. What I'm trying to say is, it's almost lost my train of thought there. I do apologize. It's early. It's 10:10. Trying to do this before my mom gets up. But anyway, like I say, they decide to have a little fun, and Briella decides that being a copy of her BFF's phone gave her an idea, and the idea is to role play, kind of like do a little role play and everything. So what she does is she melts down, as you can see right here, and she starts to cover her friend. She just starts to cover her friend and all that. And then at the same time, she becomes a clone of Crystal's cell phone. And they just start to role play. And Briella's powers become so evolved and everything that she can mimic almost to a T. Almost to a T. Basically, what the cell phone is about. Almost to a T what the cell phone is about, like what it's capable of and all that. So she decides to do a unique kind of role play where she tells her fiance, "Oh, my flight got canceled." She's texting her and everything, but what's going on is, they're using this to kind of get, frisky with each other, very NFSW, if you will. To the point that she as the role playing Briella, in the role of, oh, I'm abandoned, here I'm stuck here because my flight got canceled, all that, even though she's right there with her, starts to kind of role play by describing certain things and all that, kind of, they're kind of like interacting as if they're like really apart. So Crystal kind of gets frisky, kind of lifts up, the shirt that she's wearing. Basically, it's a part of Briella to kind of show her upper region and everything, and blow her a kiss. And then Briella decides to respond by recreating like a hotel hell image or something like that in the phone with her in there, as well as a copy of Crystal in there as well, but not pushing herself too much in her capabilities. And she starts just really like having fun with her fiance and everything, and it just, she just starts to, like I said, have a little fun with her and everything. And again, it's just to bide the time and all that, just to bide the time and everything, and then eventually, as you can see, and everything. I don't want to get into too much trouble. I don't want to get into too much trouble there. As you can see, basically, at the end, they're just having some sexual intimacy in a very role playing, unique kind of way. That that allows Briella to just have fun still, to discover what her powers are about and everything. But like I said, just have some fun and all that. As well as give her and her fiance a pleasurable time together. Mostly her fiance, who always enjoys it when Briella does things like this. Like tries to cover her completely and all that, or at least semi completely. So yeah, they're just having a good time. I'm just good NFSW semi-erotic time and everything, which kind of tells me that if she's still kind of holding off on that moment where Briella is supposed to, let Suri Genesis know and that certain lady know, yeah, I'll take the nomination, I will do it, as a senior researcher. I think either next week we'll get something, or we'll get something before that, or after that, I should say. So either next week we're going to have a continuation of what we get here, if you will, or we're going to, have finally some, resolution to, Briella, kind of giving the answer as to, what her status is either accepting the nomination as a senior researcher at Suri Genesis or not, or Suri Genesis or not. But overall, again, that's all these recent chapters shifts have been from Metamorphosed to Malleability. They've been mainly, just little stories here and there to buy the time, kind of expand a little bit, and all that. Kind of get the, interaction of the other characters, other friends of Briella's, to kind of see where they stand and all this. So overall, Dizzy Arts there, as you can see, that's her name, is doing a great job, and can't wait to see what she's got planned for next week. Basically, we are now essentially, according to this, we are now 9 weeks away from 275. So whatever she's got planned for 275, she's taking her time building up to it, and that's greatly appreciated, because the more you take your time with it, the more the idea that springs from it will be even better. It'll be even better. So maybe even better than you expect, than you anticipate. But overall, I thought the story was good. As I've said before in some of my other reviews, I still stick with the idea that I feel Crystal is going to get similar, if not identify, well, let me kind of rewind that. All right. What I'm saying is, I still stick by what I believe, that Crystal will get, the same kind of powers, if not similar powers, to have along with Briella, and whatever the case may be. I could see the finale where, they will kind of have that strong NFSW fun. I could see it being a very mixturely, very metamorphosizing, melty kind of moment, if you know what I mean. So I still believe that's going to happen. I still believe that the now ex-boyfriend of Alania, of this person here, Alania, if you will, I still think he's going to play a role. I mean, obviously, the excuse she gave in the last chapter for the reason they're breaking up, and the reason they broke up, I think there's more to it. And everything, because, I think, honestly, she may have found out something that she doesn't want to let Briella or Crystal know about. But, she's giving off the reasoning of, this is why it happened, not really telling them why. So I got a feeling we might find out the truth. I don't know why I feel that way, but it just gives off that kind of distinction, that kind of feeling that, she's not telling them everything as to why they broke up, and I've got a feeling we're going to find out that the real reason they broke up has to do with the fact that maybe she witnessed something that kind of ties them into the whole Zetweimer situation or whatever. So we'll see. But overall, outside of that, I've been thoroughly enjoying the story since the beginning, and still enjoying it, and I highly recommend you guys enjoy it as well if you get the opportunity to. And that's really all I'm going to say on it. So again, just very brief, not really much to say outside of that. Like I said, it's just a filler like story, to where they get a little semi-erotic, intimate in a role play, which kind of is weird when you think about it, because people like myself are using ChatGPT to kind of do these little stories that seem to borderline PG-13 kind of stuff, where we have characters like Rosemary, Tails' mom, in Sonic the Hedgehog, Archie Sonic, kind of having fun with him in a very seductive manner for his birthday, but it's all role play, which kind of makes it confusing for ChatGPT and services like that, because they're like, well, we can't, but we can. But, kind of like, it's like they'll let you, they won't let you. It's like, okay, we'll let you, but we're not too sure. You know, that's kind of what this story reminded me of a little bit here with Briella and Crystal doing the little role play and all that. So overall, though, like I said, I enjoyed it. It's a nice little filler diversion, if you will, from the main story. And again, either this is going to continue, this intimacy between the two is going to continue next week in 267, or we're going to get finally some more development and maybe get Briella having giving an answer to Siri Genesis on her taking the nomination as a senior researcher or not. I also, before I go, I also think that the lady that's behind, kind of suggesting strongly that Briella take the nomination, her name is Macklin or something like that. I think there's more to her than she's letting on, and maybe something that even will surprise Duncan, because even Duncan, who's an ally of Briella's at Surrey Genesis, even kind of finds it's a little surprising that this Macklin girl knows a lot, knows more than she's letting on, that even he gets surprised by. So we'll see what they do going forward and everything. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys check this out. It's really, really cool. It's really, really interesting. And to me, like I said before, I think that with the writer's strike happening and all that, stories like this get the door open for them to become, animated, if not but considered to be animated or filmed or whatever in the future for content to be made for streaming services and networks. But yeah, I think, like I said, I thought the story overall was good, guys, and good filler. Either this filler, this intimacy, like I said, between them continues next week, or we finally get an answer from Briella about the nomination and everything. But anyway, though, guys, that's all I'm going to say. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. Live chat during the premiere. Super chats are opened. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. I'll probably put that in the description. But yeah, super chats are opened. Were opened, I should say. But they are open if you still want to donate before this video closes in a little bit. And super thanks afterwards as well. You can also get an audio version of this at BW Rose's Discussions Podcast, all your favorite audio podcast locations, except for Pandora. But more specifically, listen to me on Spotify. That'll help me out in a big, big way. Also, guys, check out my Teespring store by clicking the shop button, in the title display at the bottom. Or click on the description, on the link in the descriptions down below. Also, check out my Patreon at BW Rose's Discussions as well. But until next time, guys, I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day, and I am out.